France is experiencing a worrying increase in anti-Semitic attacks. They've doubled in the last year, while a violent assault on a Jewish couple last week has prompted French authorities to make fighting anti-Semitism a national priority. Peter Oliver has a closer look.
It has to be out to be anti-Semitic and in to be respectful and tolerant for people that are different than I am.
However, in Paris last week, there was no sign of that change. A young Jewish couple were attacked in their home and a 19-year-old woman raped by 3 masked, armed men who came to rob them, saying, "You Jews have money." The sickening assault drew this response from the French president.
Jews have lived in France for 2,000 years and have had citizenship since the revolution. When such dramas occur, such tragedies, it's not simply the family that's wounded and attacked. It is the greatness of France that finds itself wounded.
Armed guards are a common sight at Jewish sites around the world. This is what we were told in Germany.
Every hospital, every Jewish school, every Jewish cemetery, and of course every synagogue is protected by the Berlin police. Some premises we will only drive by, do a patrol every so and so many hours, but all the schools, all the synagogues are protected with guards standing in front of them, sometimes 24 hours a day.
Despite this, attacks against Jews have spiked recently. In the aftermath of this summer's Israeli military operation in Gaza, tempers have flared. In Berlin, people were angry at the military muscle being flexed by Tel Aviv, which left over 2,000 Palestinians and over 70 Israelis dead.
We want to raise awareness here that the people in Palestine are under massive oppression.
While the demonstrators claimed that they were critical of Israeli policy, Jewish community leaders say it went too far.
It is legitimate to criticize any government within a certain framework. What we have seen here had nothing to do directly with the criticism of the war that took place in Israel, because when calls are being made on the streets, death to the Jews, that is something which is far beyond. And that is something where every single responsible person has to stand up and say, no, we cannot allow this to happen.
With far-right extremist marches and riots like this one in Poland, and the growth of political groups like Golden Dawn in Greece, there are concerns that the mistakes of the past are being forgotten. This memorial in Berlin is dedicated to the memory of those who were murdered by the Nazis during the Holocaust. Over 6 million Jews were put to death in the 1930s and 1940s. But despite poignant reminders like this one, anti-Semitism continues to raise its ugly head, both here and elsewhere in Europe. Peter Oliver, RT, Berlin.